Good morning. Last night, Kamala debated Brett Barr on Fox News. What a magical interview that was. Democrats everywhere are clapping their hands in support of her. I've seen things like,
she totally owned Brett. Did you see that? He couldn't even handle it.
And,
oh my God, she totally got cooked. This is nuts.
I've seen it all, folks. But the media will be out on full force this morning. I'm thankful for that. Despite the moment that Kamala Harris staff desperately intervened to end the interview with Brett Baer.
It's gotta stop.
Not everything we have to stop, though. Some things we have to keep going.
Atom No says, it was awesome. I love watching Kamala earn.
Same. Drake stuns everyone with this outfit. People are comparing him to the girl on the Polar Express. Could they be related? You be the judge. We bomb Yemen. Just a little proxy action. We finally have our war. So thankful for that. Finally, we can go back to doing what we do best. Instead of just paying people for war, we'll go fight it. Yeah. Hassan tells us what to think about it. Finally, we understand what happens. And JD Vance owns. It's the Derek O'Shea Show.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go lick the world.
Trust the government.
She sent in a little video for us. Oh. Here she is.
Hey, in spite of everything you've heard, and let me just make sure you all know that it's actually me. Say it's me.
Anti-woke.
Anti-woke?
Suck on this, Biden.
Would we the all of our...
All right, that's enough. Let's get into it. Kamala Harris' interview last night was absolutely it looked nuts. She couldn't handle the pressure. There was a whole difference. I watched Trump in the Univision last night. Trump in the Univision, he got some tough questions and he didn't get flustered or angry or start screaming and yelling about democracy and then telling all of us about his political opponent being the one that's totally unhinged while they're being totally unhinged. Yes, goodbye, Yemen. I love that the report from last night is that Kamala Harris and her team was like, stop the interview. It's enough. Mercy. It really goes against the narrative, doesn't it? For people that are saying that she totally owned Brett Baer. If she is owning Brett Baer, why are they saying, stop it. Stop it. It's enough. It's enough. It hurts. Drake's outfit is absolutely ridiculous. What is happening? He's got that Snoop Dogg fit on. If you saw a guy like this walk up to an elementary school, you'd be like, get the out of here. Get out. we already know you're on the registry. We don't need to sign anything. Get out of here. You need to be within 100 yards. You know that. That's just you're like I'm a gangster rapper, baby. Look at my little balls on my braids, baby. When I move my neck, they click clack on my neck. Yeah, click clack clack. He does look exactly like this girl too. Okay, the big news of the day is that US B-2 bombers striked Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen. This war with Iran is starting to ramp up. The October surprises keep coming. Thank God. We're just hitting targets, okay? We're not going to war with people. U.S. carried out a round of strikes in Yemen against Iran-backed Houthis on Wednesday evening, according to Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, targeting 5 underground weapon storage facilities using B-2 bombers. The facilities housed advanced conventional weapons used to target military and civilian vessels in the Red Sea and Gulf in Aden. 3 U.S. defense officials told CNN following the attack, "This is a unique demonstration of the United States' ability to target facilities that our adversaries seek to keep out of reach. No matter how deeply buried underground, we will find you and we will kill." The employment of the U.S. Air Force B-2 Spirit long-range stealth bombers, say that 10 times fast, demonstrates U.S. global strike capabilities to take action against targets when necessary. Anytime, anywhere, baby. This war is continuing to ramp up. But I've been trying to figure out, why are we trying to fight Iran so much? Thom Norse says, "I feel like they will make sure we are in full World War III before the election. They need the blood sacrifice." Dude, why not? You know, you got to have your catastrophic event. If Kamala Harris continues to dip in the polls, and when she has, the polls just came out this morning, and she's going down even further post that interview. But again, I think so many people have already voted, so I'm not sure how much this matters. But things are happening. But I've been trying to figure out why United States is targeting Iran so much so. And I cannot think of a political commentator that knows more about geopolitics than this man on Twitch. Tell us why we're so focused on Iran.
Ever since, there are plenty of gay and trans people. By the way, Iran is actually weirdly very pro-trans, but I'm sure that you probably didn't know that. They're very homophobic, but they are very pro-trans. A lot of cultures.
They're homophobic, but they're pro-trans.
They're actually very pro-trans, way more than the United States of America. Maybe to a fault at times, like Iran, when
Norse,
they do forcible gender.
I mean, you look at like Native American culture, I think it's extremely popular. Norse culture, I mean, you could say the same thing about Loki.
Oh, is that Asmongold? Get him off.
Right. It's like the idea of being trans is like super, super, super old, like Shiva, right? Another good example. So
Yes.
I think that's true.
There's a concept of third gender in India, Pakistan.
Okay. So we're attacking them because they're pro-trans but anti-gay. Make it make sense, folks. This is so trans people aren't gay. I'm learning all kinds of things. You know, you think you know everything about the world, but you don't. And you need to look up some political commentators in order to understand why we're going after Iran. And it turns out it's because
ever since, there are plenty of gay and trans people. By the way, Iran is actually weirdly very pro-trans, but I'm sure that you probably didn't know that. They're
yeah, man, I don't know if you know that. Iran is pro-trans. The go for war is insane. It is kind of insane, isn't it? All right, the way JD Vance handles this reporter, it makes my Fridays good. Please don't do Borat on this show. I hate when people do that. Thanks. $1 billion airplanes to attack cavemen. Yeah. I just love that, you have to use $1 billion airplanes, but also our same government's like, what do you think? You're going to come after the United States government with your AR-15s? It's like, have you not been paying attention to the Middle East? We sent in our best of the best of the best of the best, millions and billions and millions of dollars, and they still won? Okay, here we go. This from JD Vance. Put this in your lungs. Make it feel good. Tell your friends and family about this. He actually said bullshit. So I'm going to get my curse word beeper to make sure he doesn't ruin your day.
For another day. I wanted to ask you about what you had said earlier in Pennsylvania about the 2020 election results.
Okay.
You've been asked that on the debate stage with Walls, and then again in the New York Times interview 5 times, and by other reporters.
Boo.
Yes, look, my answer on this, and I answered this question a million times when I ran for the Senate, the 2022 Republican primary. I've answered this question in the 2022 general election. Yes. I've answered this question 10 times recently. I think that big tech rigged the election in 2020. That's my view. And if you disagree with me, that's fine. But what?
You
I'm sorry?
Why did you answer the question now? Why did you say no when you didn't say it before?
I've given that exact question for years. And this is such a preposterous thing that the American media does.
Say it.
I have given this answer to this question for literally years.
Say it.
And the American media wants to focus on what happened 4 years ago than the fact that North Carolinians can't afford groceries. I think that's a disgrace. Do your job and focus on the problems the American people care about rather than bullshit from 4 years ago.
Did I get the curse word? I love that. Do your job. Focus on the American people and instead of what happened 4 years ago. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about January 6th. Nobody cares about election. We've moved past it. We're a very forgiving people. We also have other problems in our life than what happens in the federal government. So we don't care anymore. But the media wants to continue to put it on there because they're like, this is how we break down these people. This is how we ruin them. This is how we get rid of them. This is how the moderate people who are on the fence, they need to be afraid of these people because these people are going to usher in internment camps for people that aren't white. And they're literally going to round up people and get rid of them. Perfect timing. Thanks, Dan. I thought it was good timing. I mean, I could do it again.
And focus on the problems the American people care about rather than bullshit from 4 years ago.
It was rigged. I'll say it. Say it. Biden-Harris administration greenlight $30 billion in aid to disenfranchise Houthis in Yemen. Well, yeah. Well, we're attacking Yemen as we speak because Iran is pro-gay, anti-gay, but pro-trans. We found that out this morning. I didn't know that. This guy said it. So, and I believe whatever's on the internet, and you should too. If anything's on the internet, it is true. You need to know that. Tell your friends and family about that. There's been a very wrong narrative being pushed by everyone saying there's misinformation on the internet. Everything on the internet is real. Everything is real. Nothing is fake. Don't listen to those people that say there's misinformation on the internet. That's a lie. Kamala's a broken record running on a broken record. Yeah, 100%. But Kamala Rucka's so good in an interview with Brett Baer. All right, guys, I'm going to work, man. I've enjoyed this quick little short stream in this morning. I'll be back a little later. We'll have a little fun tonight. Hopefully I'll put a good show on for you guys. See you guys a little later. I'm not gay. My boyfriend is. Oh. Good, Dixie. I'm glad that your boyfriend is gay, not you. Because if you were gay, get out of my chat. They need to take care of NC for sure. Oh, they'll never do that. Take care of the American people over starting a foreign proxy war? Never. Have a great day. I'm going to work. Peace out. Hey, you rock. Thank you so much. Hey, do the zombie stomp. Wait, is that with that black girl with the knife? God, that clip that's going around of that black girl like slashing that police officer is nuts. Nuts. Oh, God, that job. I could never do that job. Have a great day. I would just be shooting everyone. That would be my problem. I could never be a cop. Just be like...